Hi, this is the first time that I'm doing this, but I figured why not? I don't care. I have a strong passion for astrology and I wanted to share my opinions, my short opinions on sun signs of the zodiac. So, the first would be the sun in Aries. Sun in Aries is, and keep in mind that we have to look at the whole natal chart. It's not only the sun in Aries. So, everyone and every planet on this being, on this earth, has a whole natal chart. So it's not only the sun, it's the moon, it's Venus and Mercury. It all shapes to who you are as a person. So basically, the sun is just 1% of the whole natal chart. So the first would be Sun in Aries. Sun in Aries is a very bold, a very kind of first energy, because the Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It's a pioneer, it's a child of the zodiac. So the Aries are very stubborn, very quick to decisions, people who are quite ambitious, and people who are go-getters. Mostly they're very bold, they're very upfront and direct, and don't mess with an Aries because they will beat your ass, or they will tell you things in your face, and I might even be offended by the things that they say, because they don't really have a filter, and they can be quite fun to be around because they're fun-loving people. They are jokers, they like pranks, and they are mostly very, very active people who are active when it comes to sports or just enjoying life in general. Now, Sun in Taurus. I'm a Sun in Taurus, so this energy is familiar to me. Sun in Taurus is quite indulging in all senses. Taurus people like to enjoy life, like good food, like to have good conversations, like to have good friends. They're very loyal people. Tauruses don't like liars, and they're not liars as well. And Tauruses adore, charm when someone has that richness about them, not only physically, but also if you have something to offer that is unique, or you have a lot of class, elegance. That is what Taurus is like. But at the same time, they can be very, lazy and laid back and don't really care. But mostly they like to have it all figured out, and they mostly have it all figured out, and they have money saved up somewhere on the side. So you should never doubt a Taurus and their money. Sun in Gemini. Geminis are very bubbly, mostly very communicative. Not all Geminis are communicative. Some can be a little bit shy depending on what their placements are. Sun in Geminis are 2 steps ahead of everyone. They're very intelligent. Their mind is always working. Even if their moon or Mercury is in some other sign, for example, Capricorn or I don't know, Scorpio, they will always have that Gemini side of themselves, which will show up when they trust people. Sometimes Geminis can be very upfront, very talkative to anyone, but most of the time they're, judging people, and they immediately know. They scan you. They give you they shake your hand, and they already scanned you, and they're like, yeah, I can trust you, or yeah, I don't trust you. They're very much aware of who they can trust. They're people scanners. They see right through your BS. So Geminis are extremely intelligent, but they can be very tricky because they sometimes tell you that they like you, but they don't really like you. So if you've ever been kind of ghosted or love bombed by Geminis, this is why, because they're always kind of one face is always on the inside, the other is always on the outside, and they really choose what they give you. They don't really want to hurt you. So that's why they're always like, weighing on how they will approach and what they will tell you, actually, and what they actually think. Sun in Cancer. Cancers are very nurturing signs. They're very nurturing people. They're people who are very loyal, as well as Tauruses. They like to cook. They like good food. They like friends. They like to care about other people. But don't cross them. Don't be wishy-washy with them. Don't say that you're going to do something and then don't do it, because they're not going to like it. You have to be you have to offer something to Cancers. Very practical. They have to find a quality in you that they will hold on to. Also, Sun in Cancers, they can be very moody at times, even if they have moon sign not in Cancer but somewhere else, for example in Taurus, or let's say in Virgo, for example. They will still have those Cancer qualities of moodiness, so they can change moods very, very fast. And just be prepared that sometimes it's not their day, okay? And what else about, there's a lot of things about cancers. I love cancers. Cancers can be very much, defending people that they love. Don't touch their friends, don't touch their family, especially don't touch their children, because they love their children and they will give their all to their children. So just make sure that you are respecting cancers, because they will respect you even more for that. Sun in Leo. Leos are very bright. When they walk into a room, you would immediately know when a Leo comes into a room. Leos like bright colors. They're all about being confident. Even if they're not confident, people will think that they're confident because their just aura is just everywhere. The sun who is ruling Leo is just radiating, okay? Also, Leos can be very generous people. They will give everything to someone that they like, but at the same end they can be very, very loyal people as well. And if you touch Leo's children or Leo's friends, they will come back at you and they will attack you. So I wouldn't really play with a Leo sun or any kind of placement. For example, Mars and Leo, run for the hills if you make them mad, because they will strike. Leo women can be very protective and very regal. They have a regal energy about them. They're queens, they're kings. But at the same time, Leos can be shallow sometimes. They can be very, they can like compliments, and they can go for people who give them compliments, and they lack depth sometimes, not all Leos. But nevertheless, very generous, very loyal, very fun-loving people. They will laugh at your jokes. They will be there for you. They will tell you that you look amazing, and they will cherish a compliment back as well. Sun in Virgo. Virgo is very analytical, very, very intelligent. Don't cross Virgos. They will know when you're lying. Very similar to Geminis because they're both ruled by Mercury. Sun in Virgos. You will notice them because they're just kind of above the surface. They're very average people when you first meet them, and then you start noticing things about them. You notice that they're very deep people. They know much more than they say they know, and they can be very spicy. If you cross a Virgo, they will get back at you, but not maybe tomorrow, not maybe in 10 days or in maybe in years, but they will remember you. So don't cross a Virgo. Virgos are very nitpicky. So if they don't like something, they will tell you. And sometimes they can be very direct, and they can hurt you with their words because they're very strong with their words. Virgos can be very beautiful, and they can know exactly what looks good on them and what looks good on others. And they're very much about style, and everything has to have its own place in the world. But they will love you if they know your qualities, and they will love you for them. So they're not people who are they're going to be holding on to they're very direct, but also fair. That's what I wanted to say, fair. So they will always know your strengths and weaknesses, and they will even tell you your weaknesses, but they will cherish you for your strengths. Now, Sun in Libra. Libra women tend to be a bit more diplomatic. They choose what they want to say. They can be very classy, very beautiful. They know what looks good on them. They know what looks good on others. They have an eye for color, for form, for style. But Sun in Libra can be a little bit, sometimes duplicitous. They can say one thing and then think something else. So they can be very like gossipy sometimes, but it's not to hurt others. They don't really want to hurt others, but they can be very direct and very strong with their words as well. They can be sometimes undecisive, where they can be, this is a known trait with Libras, but it's really true. They don't really know what to do, like if they should choose this color or that color or this sofa or that sofa, if for example they're choosing furniture. And sometimes they can be indecisive about big decisions in life as well. But one thing about Libras is they like love, they love their partners, they love their friends, and they will be there for you when you need them.